Gina, aka Ketocajunangel, and y'all, it's been a while. It's been over a week since I've been on here. I've had a few kind of setbacks, not really. I've had this yo-yo thing going on. Sunday, I was going to do a video and I was cleaning up my kitchen and was messing around trying to clean up a mess that had fallen on the floor, and I pulled my back out. So needless to say, y'all, I was done. I went to bed. I took a muscle relaxer and went to bed. And then Monday, I was in pain. So I took another muscle relaxer, stayed home from work. And my boss, she was so sweet and was like, if you need to take another day, I know how it feels to have back pain. And so I stayed home Tuesday, took a muscle relaxer, and went to bed. But come Wednesday, I did go to work, and I was like groggy. It that's how you feel after you've had a muscle relaxer and slept all day. I mean, I literally slept all day. I got up and I ate. I ate a meal and then went back to bed. So today I was scheduled to go to the doctor. Today's Friday, February 27th. And so I was scheduled to go to the doctor on a regular appointment for a follow-up. And that was at 9 o'clock this morning, and I went. And I was so nervous because I had to give blood so they could check my A1C, because the last time that I was at the doctor was back in November 25th, 2025. And I had an A1C of 9.0. And of course, the doctor wanted to put me on medication, and I was like, no. Don't want to do that. I don't want to take metformin or anything like that. I had went on metformin before, and I just kind of broke out in these hives that didn't show up. I mean, my skin just itched. It was horrible. And so I was like, not doing that. So I quit taking it. But I had, from November to December, my weight kind of fluctuated. We had the holidays, and then, oh gosh, I got home December 29th, and I got so sick. I had been out of town, came back in town, got so sick, and I missed a whole week of work. I mean, a whole week. I tell you, that was the hardest time, and I slept a lot. They said I didn't have COVID or I didn't have the flu. Honestly, I don't know what I had, but it felt like COVID and it felt like the flu. It was horrible. But that's in the past. So I've been on a ketogenic journey ever since I got better. And it took a while to get my energy back up and start following the ketogenic diet. And I would say the past probably 2 to 3 weeks here and there, I cheated. I had a meal or something that wasn't keto, and my weight just went up and down, up and down, up and down, then down, down, up, down. And I was doing really good until I hurt my back. I was real excited because I was like, okay, I'm going back down, down, down. Then when I took the muscle relaxer and laying in bed, you would think not eating that much, you would lose weight. And I didn't. I just stalled. But anyway, needless to say, today I got a really good report. Since November, I have lost 12 pounds, and today is February 27th, 2026, and my A1C was a 9.0 in November, and guess what it was today? A 7.6. Now, he was really thrilled that I lost weight, and I told him, I said, you know, I've been doing the ketogenic, I'm going to add some more workout or something. And I told him about my vibration plate. I've been doing that because my knees at first started hurting, and when I started using that vibration plate at night before I go to bed, I'm not having that pain anymore. It's like, and then plus in the morning, boy, it must be loosening up that water or that fluid, because I gotta pee when I get up. And so, I'm sorry, my nose just started drizzling. But at the doctor's office, of course, you know, I had clothes on and everything. And I was like, I looked at it and I'm like, that's not right. And then I thought, oh yeah, I weigh naked at home. So on my little pictures, I will put on there since the last video, the up and down thing that I had going on. But I don't like my scale. I mean, I like my scale because it's consistent, and I know with that scale, I know exactly what my weight is. You know, it's the same scale. But with the light on and I'm standing there naked, there's a reflection of my butt on the thing. So on my pictures, y'all, I'm putting little pictures or hearts or something right there underneath I have the date, my weight, and then there will be a picture. So you can't see the reflection of my butt. So anyway, I did fill out my little board, which is everything that I just told you. Originally, my channel is YouTube at Ketocajunangel, and my highest weight that I've ever been is 230, and it was horrible. Honestly, when I was at 230, my doctor had found out I had a thyroid problem, so I have to take levothyroxine. On a regular, every morning I take it. And then I take hydrochloride, which is, I call it a water pill, because it helps me not retain water. Even though if I eat anything, a bread or something like that, I retain a little water. Also, another thing, and I do eat salt because I know our bodies need salt. This no salt crap, that ain't for me. I use a lot of salt on my stuff. Oh yeah, I am not a doctor or nurse or health professional. Everything that's on my channel is to follow my journey of my weight loss. And I have done this before, and when I did it before, I lost 31 pounds. And I didn't have a lot, you know. I got down to, I think it was like 180 or something like that. But I didn't go any further than that, because then I sabotaged myself, and that's a bad thing, because a lot of times I get frustrated or something will happen that stresses me out. And when I was younger, I had a problem. It was an overeating problem. When I got upset or something happened, I would turn to food, and it was my comfort. And I had kind of a strange 7th grade. I was really, really overweight. I got made fun of, and I'm going to try not to cry because it was very, very emotional. I had a lot of friends, and in fact, I was friends with just about everybody. But when it came to boys, they saw me as a chubby girl. You know, I was the sidekick or whatever. But anyway, my mother, back then, my mother went on a diet with me right at the end of my 7th grade year and through the summer. and we went to Overeaters Anonymous. I felt so weird going to that because I was the youngest person in there, and the rest were old ladies. And here I am, I'm an old lady. And I could relate to that. But I just remember my mother taking the initiative to go on the diet with me, and she and we ate the same things. Oh my gosh, y'all. I know I'm like the dog that's a squirrel. My mom had made spaghetti for my family. I love spaghetti. But pasta's not, I can't eat pasta. Be lasagna or pasta or spaghetti, fettuccine, none of that. I can't eat that because the next day I'll be 2, sometimes 3 pounds up. But I mean, it goes back down, but still. So I try not to eat it, I've made zucchini noodles before and ate it with spaghetti sauce or meatballs and spaghetti sauce. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. But my mother, what she did one time, and I had no idea, we were having spaghetti, and she didn't even tell me. She made my plate and gave it to me. She made everybody else's plate. I wasn't paying attention to everybody else's plate. And I tasted it, and I was like, hey, this tastes pretty good. It tastes like spaghetti. And then she said, you know what you're eating? And I'm like, what? And she said, I cooked some bean sprouts, and that's what your noodles are. Y'all, I was in 7th grade going on 8th grade, and I had no clue. But it was pretty good. And then come 8th grade, I was pretty thin. When I went back to school, there were some boys that thought I was a new kid at school. Oh, my nose, stop. It's probably my fan. Anyway, it was a good feeling to go back and boys noticed me, and I got on a kick that I ran every day when I got home. I ate a lot. I ate salad, but I would eat protein. My mom, whatever she fixed, if it was meatloaf or something like that, I would eat salad and then protein. And then most of the time, the salad would send me to the bathroom. And it still does. I just don't eat a lot of salad. Even though the other day, and I haven't taken pictures of my food, I bought some chicken fajita meat and lettuce and a little bit of cheese and cooked some bell peppers with the chicken fajita meat, tossed it over on my salad, and used hot sauce or salsa on it. And that's what I had for lunch, and it was really, really good. I called it a fajita bowl. Y'all, if you never tried it, you'd like it. And sometimes I don't even put salad in it. I just do the fajita meat and some bell peppers, and sometimes onions, grilled onions. I like grilled onions, and I know that's not keto, but sometimes I throw a few in there with a little bit of cheese and some salsa, and there you go. It's really good, and it's filling. But let's get back to my chart here. Enough about life in the past. I told you about my doctor's appointment, and he was super excited. I had lost 12 pounds since November 25th. And then my A1C went from 9.0 back then to 7.6 today. He told me, he goes, I really want you to get down, in the 6s, way below 7. If you can get it down to 6.0, that would be wonderful. Any further down, that would even be better. So I said, okay, gotta go, a goal. So I'm gonna do my best because I'm inspired. So I was on cloud 9 when I got back to work today after my appointment. So, but today, my last video that I did, I weighed 199.5, and today, this morning when I weighed 198.4. Of course, the doctors, it was at 200, because I had clothes on, y'all. But anyway, I am, I told you my back was out. But what the main thing I want to tell you was keto works, because I don't think I could have brought my A1C down that fast if I was just doing a regular diet and eating a lot of carbs and stuff. I might have lost a few pounds, but not very much. But I don't think my A1C would have come down. So I do a lot of carnivore days. I actually like to say that I'm ketovore because sometimes I like to every once in a while have vegetables. Have my meat, my protein, and then have some vegetables along with it. I did do a Charlie video. It wasn't a keto video, but it was a cute little video, and I'll tap it on to the end of today's video. Today's Friday the 27th. Y'all might not see this video until tomorrow because it is kind of late. For me, it's late. It's like almost 11 o'clock. And I'm used to going to bed by 10:30, 11. I'm usually... But I may stay up a little bit later so I can get this edited and start my upload on my YouTube channel. But I do also have a quote that I just love. This is on a little flip gardener's calendar that I have at work. I'm going to read it to you. There is no danger of developing eye strain from looking on the bright side of things. Isn't that beautiful? And that's anonymous. It didn't have a name tied to it. So I created a little, a little thumbnail or whatever on my Canva. And I'll put that on there too. If I have it on my phone. I did have it on my at work. But I'll see if I have it on my phone. If I do, I will put it on there right after right before my weights. I think I will have the video, my weights, and then the little video with Charlie, and then that'll be the end. So until next time, just know I love you guys. I'll see you later. Bye. Hey y'all, I'm Gina. I'm Charlie. And he wanted to tell you guys something. Hey, laugh is better when you're laughing. That was cute, Charlie, and that's sweet. Y'all laugh, even when you don't feel like it. Yeah.